some help just to find myself. Yeah. Been losing my focus like 1,000 times before. Can't take this anymore. Cause I've been looking for something to change thoughts into motion. Been waiting way too long. Yeah, waiting just for somebody to love and to surround me and to handle my emotions. I was out waiting for something, and if I close my eyes, it's all been a waste of time. I was out driving every mile, and now if I rewind, it's all been a waste of time. It's all been a waste of time. How could somebody be with someone else if you can't be by yourself?
Good morning. I'm wearing the same outfit as my last video, but different day, totally different day. Today is January 24th. I hope you can hear me over the dogs eating. But yeah, we got a puppy. His name is Alfie and he is 9 weeks old. But it is Tuesday at 8:42 in the morning. Hey, sir. So we got him on January 15th. So we've had him for just over a week, and he's very food motivated. I'm going to let them finish eating, and then I am going to stop him from eating her food. Yeah, it's empty. I'm sorry, bud. Anywho, I start teaching English today at 10, and so I'm gonna try to do some yoga this morning because I've been actually sticking with some of my New Year's resolutions that I will talk with you about a little later. One of them is just movement. Oh yeah, I put your toy in my pocket. There we go. Goodness gracious. Okay, dude, it's empty. It's empty. It's empty. Alfie, there's nothing in there. You can't fit inside of there. Okay, buddy, it's gone. It's gone. Everybody finished. Everybody did a good job. Lily's still adjusting. He kind of likes to harass her. Yeah. Okay, yoga. I'm gonna make my matcha. I'm gonna get dressed. Alfie, where'd you go? Here. I know, you really want this. No. Can you move your little butt? Alfie, no. I've been doing the yoga with Adrian 30-day center. I've definitely missed a few days, but I've been pretty consistent, and so it feels really nice. And it's my form of movement, so that's what we're doing this morning.
Hello, my darling friends, and welcome back to Center. It's day 16, and we have a sweet little ditty that I like to call Your Kindness. We'll hop into something comfy.
No, into our morning nap phase. That would be awesome. I love that he settles down as I finish. That was not very relaxing. No, it wasn't. So with this New Year's, I kind of had 3 resolutions, goals, I don't know what you want to say. So instead of just like the cliche, I want to lose weight or something, my 3 things kind of were, I wanted to be vegetarian for January. And so I've stuck with that and been vegetarian because that's something I just want to be more conscious of. And I just felt so inflamed, and I feel like meat was just contributing to that. And then not having coffee for January, because in my video I told you my acne is not great today, but it's a lot better than it's been. But I don't want to have coffee because it was just spiking my anxiety, and it was also just, oh gosh, a means for sugar for my creamers. And so I wanted to take a break from coffee, and so I've been having matchas in the morning. And then the third thing was to not have alcohol. because I was just noticing with the holidays and everything, I feel like it's so much, I hope you can hear me. It's so much more common to have alcohol with every meal and just have like a glass of wine at night, and then one glass of wine is always like 2 glasses of wine at night, and then it's like, they're playing, it's fine. But I just wanted to be conscious of how my body was feeling and take out the things that I know were affecting me negatively and not bringing that much positives. So no meat, no coffee, and no alcohol. So those are kind of the things for January. I just wanted to start off the month to see how I feel when I'm taking out those things that we kind of indulge in and aren't as aware of. So this morning I'm going to make my matcha, and something else I've been really good at is taking my vitamins. I'm not a doctor. Talk to your doctor for any medical advice. But I take 4,000 IUs of vitamin D every day. I was checked for vitamin D and I was extremely low, and so my amount was told to me by my doctor. Then I take vitamin B12 because I'm not eating meat, and so I have that. And then vitamin C because it's that time of year and everyone's getting sick. So those are my kind of trusted 3 that I go with. Again, talk to your doctor. I don't know what I'm doing.
I've got my problems. Lately I've been fading out.
I just use the cap for the extract, and this one's a lot harder for me to see.
Waiting just for somebody to
Blitz it all together.
surround me to handle my emotions. I was out waiting for something, and if I close my eyes,
The moment of truth. It's probably way too hot.
waste of time. I was out driving every
Hello.
and now I
Alfie. I know, let's do our thing. Making a bad habit of doing things until the last minute. I didn't have time to make food, but I did a body shower and I put makeup on and put myself together, so that's a win. And he went out and he's calmish and we clocked in on time. Woo! Sad that these are the wins, but they are. So now I will be teaching today from 10 to 12 and then from 3 to 5. So I kind of started to break it up once we got him. Are you eating my chair? I think you are. While I wait for one of my students to call me, sorry, Alfie's on my lap. He's a little sleepy puppy. He's a little sleepy puppy. Yeah. He sleeps on my lap while I teach, which is going to get increasingly more difficult the older he gets because he's a Labrador Retriever mix. We got him from the SPCA. We're a rescue only family. He is supposed to get between 40 to 70 pounds because we don't know what that mix is. We don't know what other breeds might be in between. So he could be 40 to 70 pounds. He was 7 pounds when we got him on Sunday the 15th. And today is the 23rd. So we've had him for a little over a week and he's already gained between 5 and 6 pounds. So he's pretty much like almost gaining a pound a day, which is crazy. But yeah, the adjustment has been really interesting with him. I'm in a lot better headspace than I was from my last video, which was filmed a month ago, a little over a month ago. And so having those 2 dogs was really hectic and chaotic and exhausting. And I think with Alfie, we're crate training him, and so it's an experience for us to learn. I've always grown up with dogs, but I've never had a puppy as an adult, and so we're crate training him at least for a night. Our hope is to eventually not have a crate at all for him, because Lily is just free in the house without a crate. And so for him, of course, we want him to be safe and not chew on things that could hurt him, and also not chew on our stuff or have accidents in the house. And so at night we're having him in the crate. He hasn't, knock on wood, he hasn't had an accident in his crate overnight yet, but we're still, of course, learning his schedule and trying to teach him how to tell us when he needs to go out and those things. So training has been really interesting, and it's really just training the people. And so I've been like looking at a lot of YouTube videos trying to learn positive reinforcement training, and it's going to take a lot of time, and it's of course a lot of energy on us. And so it's a whole new process. But I also wanted to talk about my New Year's resolutions and my perspective on New Year's resolutions. So this year I did make New Year's resolutions, but I've always kind of had, I guess, a positive or neutral thought on New Year's resolutions. This year I do have resolutions, but instead of just being, I want to lose weight, which yes, kind of in the back of my mind is a goal because I do know that I am above my ideal weight, but I also don't know what my ideal weight is, quite frankly. I really don't know, and I want to kind of learn more about my body, and I know I can pack on muscle pretty easily, like that my frame is just built more so, I feel like, for muscle. And it's something that I can get into a lot easier. Like I don't have a runner's build, and I'm totally fine with that. And so I think it's being aware of how your body is. And so I don't know my ideal weight, and that's something fun to learn. But of course, I still like numbers and knowing that information to see how things affect my body and how my body changes. I would like to do measurements. I just need to do it. I don't know why. It just feels like I'm like lazy. Like stepping on a scale and seeing the number right away is so much easier than like measuring everything and then writing it down and trying to keep track. But which is silly. So that's something I do want to do too, because I know like just the scale is not an accurate representation of actually what's happening. And so for my New Year's resolutions, kind of what I've been doing is thinking about things that the past year, what didn't serve me, and then what I need to change this year to make myself in the headspace and like the physical space to where I truly want to be. I've always had a fairly healthy relationship with food. I love food a little too much sometimes. I decided based upon how I was feeling both with my acne, because our skin is a huge sign of what's going on with our gut health, and then also just like with lethargy and all those just feelings of just feeling like crappy and my mental health being less and my anxiety being spiked, I know were caused by these things. So these kind of are for the month of January because I want to assess at the end of the month how I'm feeling and whether or not some of these things can be slowly incorporated within more moderation than previously, or if I'm feeling really good and not missing that thing. And I think that's what we need to do, is being reflective to see what works and what serves us, and not just doing something because we think it's healthy, but actually seeing how our body reacts to it. I've cut out coffee, no alcohol. And then the third thing that I've kind of cut out for the month, but I hope to continue past it, is meat. So I'm eating vegetarian. I am eating eggs. So that's kind of, I know there's different facets of vegetarianism and veganism and all that. And so those are kind of my three things. And they have a theme of being intentional. I reflected on the previous year and what didn't serve me. And that's why I chose those things. It's not, I'm going to lose 50 pounds or 20 pounds or 10 pounds. It's not, I'm going to go do these crazy workouts. Like, I'm going to cut out these things that I know were not serving me and actually potentially destroying my mental health and my body. And then I'm going to incorporate movement. So more low impact movement like yoga. I love yoga. It's very calming too with my anxiety. More walks. Because Alfie is a puppy, he has to eat 3 times a day. And he is very food motivated. So he's always very excited to eat. Aren't you, buddy? Yes, thank you for the kisses. Do you want some food? Do you want food? Food? Yeah. Okay. Alfie, stay. Stay. Free. I'm sorry, Lily. Lily, you already had your cup this morning. It is now 12:43. I didn't have time to eat breakfast, but Ronnie is home from work for lunch, and he's very kindly cooking me lunch. And so I feed the puppy and he feeds me. And it's a lovely circle of life. Even though it's 1 o'clock, we got ourselves a breakfast burrito with egg, cheese, red onion, black beans, and some sriracha. So it looks kind of blah on the outside, but it's gonna taste delicious. Okay, so I have eaten my lunch. It was delicious. Ronnie went back to work, and I feel like my day is just spent trying to complete a task in enough time before I have to take him out to then start a different task. It's playtime. So anyway, I'm going to clean the kitchen now because it's become a disaster. And then I'm going to do some training with Alfie after that, I think. And we were going to do some training with Lily too, because we're trying to work on getting her to stop barking so that, like, when people come to the door, when she hears noises.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.
do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
We're going to try to do some training. Alfie, sit. 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 Yes. Good boy. Alfie, free? Yes. Good boy.
I can't believe you love me.
I don't fully know what I'm doing. I watch videos.
Still can't believe you love me.
Here is his crate. So we're going to try to entice him.
I hope it never ends.
Yes.
Let's be more than friends.
Yes, good boy.
Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single
To
day.
playing together and cuddling next to each other in bed. Lily's putting up with them right now.
So hold me.
Good afternoon. It is Wednesday, January 25th. I taught today between 9 and noon, and then I took the dogs out. I fed them, well, fed Alfie his lunch.
Alfie, there's no more. Alfie, there's no more food, bud. It's all gone. Okay. Alfie. No, there's no more.
And now I'm getting ready to make my own lunch. This morning is just kind of a blah morning. It's a really cold and rainy day. And so I woke up and I did yoga this morning, and then I just made my tea, and I didn't even have time to eat anything because I had to clock in right away, which was just kind of annoying, but like at least I got to like make my tea, do yoga, and shower. And so that was nice. So I ate a banana in between some breaks, but now I think I'm gonna make a fried rice. Alfie, what are you doing? Do you have to go potty? Come on.
Okay, we had a quick pee break. And then at 2, I have therapy today that I do virtually. And then after that, I'm just gonna kind of try to clean the house and get ready because we are going to this thing called Robbie Burns night. And Robbie Burns is a Scottish poet, or was a Scottish poet. And we go to this local like Scottish pub every January 25th, his birthday, to have this fun night where they do like the walk of the Haggis, and they have kind of some traditional food and bagpipes. So I'm doing it vegetarian this year and can't have any whiskey, so it'll be a little different, but it'll be fun. So I'll try to take some clips from there and show you Burns night. The dogs are playing now, so I'm going to go ahead and cook myself some fried rice.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake, 'cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm at night now. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love Berlin, but LA changed you. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where your heart is fire. But baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get to sleep in that bed.
Got a lot of shell in this egg.
'Cause I'm not there beside you.
Never mind, I fixed it, I think.
I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where your heart is fire. But baby, I bet you're cold without me, even when it's 90 degrees. Without me, I bet that you can get to sleep in that bed, lying awake. 'Cause I'm not there beside you, keeping you warm and I know. I bet you're cold.
So now for the taste test. It's so hot. I'd say it's pretty darn good. Usually I don't really cook much for lunch. We just have leftovers, but Wednesdays is kind of my slower day since I only teach in the morning and then I have therapy in the afternoon, and then it's kind of a chiller day, so I decided to go ahead and cook this, and then we're set for the next few days with leftovers. So I'm going to enjoy this. Ronnie's home for lunch as well, and we're probably going to watch a show. Then he's going to go back to work, and I'm going to clean up after myself, and then I'll check back with you later.
So a quick introduction on addressing the haggis. The haggis is the national dish of Scotland, and it was the poor man's food. So it was all the bits and pieces left over from the lamb, cows, minced up, put with some oats, and put into a stomach. And that's what the poor guys ate. So serving this, it was not a very impressive dish to serve. So one day, Robbie went to someone's house, and all they had to feed him was haggis, and they were kind of ashamed of this. But Robbie, being a poet, he was the rock star of the day. He was the Elvis of the day. Michael Jackson for the younger ones. Justin Bieber, if there's any tweens here. He was that status. So when he had this dish, he wrote this address to the haggis, and it became the national dish of Scotland. Fair and full is your honest jolly face, great chieftain of the puddin' race. You are well worthy of a grace as long as my arm. You stand above all the others, stomach, tripe, and intestine. To the haggis.
So raise your glass. Here's to our athletes.
To the lads, here's to our men, our boys, our laddies. They can be happy, sad, or just glad to have us. But no matter how they feel about us, they keep us warm, drunk, and protected from spiders. So we're always happy to have them right beside us. So raise your glass, here's to the lads.
Hello, it is future Shannon, or shall I say present Shannon, finishing editing this video before I post it. It's Monday night, so I look like it's been a day. But I just wanted to end out the vlog because it was kind of a bit all over the place, but that's definitely on brand for me. So thank you for joining me for a few days in my life. It's been really exciting having Alfie. He's, of course, on my lap. He's got the hiccups, so he's just hiccuping away. But yeah, it's been really fun. We've had him for about a month now, and he's getting really good at training and definitely getting into things more though, but it's still fun. So I just wanted to say I hope you had a great January. I know we're already into February, which is crazy, but thank you for joining me for a few days in my life and our fun outing to Burns night. It's always a fun yearly tradition my family does, just celebrating our Scottish heritage. My grandmother was Scottish, so it's just really fun. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.